Hope everybody's doing well. Give me 1 second here. Gotta turn down the volume just a tad here. Make sure it's not screwing with the stream. It looks like it's working all right. All right. There we go. That should be all good. I did switch over to the webcam, right? Yes, I did. Okay. I did make sure real quick. Just make sure everything is working all right. Hello, everybody. I don't know how many people got in the chat, but hello to anybody that is in the chat right now. I'm still getting the project loaded up, so it's just going to take me a second. Today's stream's going to be relatively short. I'm not going to be doing a super long stream today. I got a few things I got to take care of here in a few hours, so I got to end the stream a little bit earlier than I would have normally gone on for, but yeah, we'll still be doing a little bit of work here today. I'm mostly going to be focused on the character selection stuff. I want to do a few little fixes here and there. I'm running into a few small issues with the character selection. This light is awfully bright. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully that's a little better. It's not screwing with the stream too much. It doesn't look too bad. So I do want to look at fixing up a few small things with the character selection and the weapon system. I've also been working out exactly how the enemy AI are going to function. So I don't know that we'll be doing any of that today, but I am going to definitely start working on some of that in the next week. Yeah, and I've started working on some of the marketing materials that I'm going to start putting out here. Like I said, hopefully at the end of August, maybe like early September. But yeah. Unreal Engine did not screw with me today when I plugged in my capture card. Awesome. Let's go ahead and switch on over here to the desktop. There we go. All right. So this is how everything is looking at the moment. Oh, it's gonna... Okay, I guess it's not... Oh, wait, do I have... Oh, I have that bug. Hold on, let me see. Ooh. Oh, did it fix itself? Oh, it did not. God damn it. Am I gonna have to restart my computer real quick? Hold on. My mouse is off from where Unreal Engine's picking it up. I've run into this issue, but never on my desktop like this. God, I don't entirely know. Let me see here. Let me try something. Doing this weird like full screen, not full screen thing. Usually what I would do when this happens is just exit full screen and then go back into full screen and it would fix it. But I don't know how to do that on GNOME. Let me see here. GNOME shortcut to maximize window. Maximize and unmaximize a window. Okay, there's actually a shortcut key for that. Okay, if it doesn't fix after this reset, I'm going to try one of these. see. No, it's still there. Hold on. Okay, I think that fixed it. Yep, that fixed it. Okay, it kind of screwed with the size, but this should still work fine. Oh well. Cool. So let's go and get started on some of this. So first things first, I want to make a just quick change to the character selection. So I've started noticing the character selection world actually kind of screwed with my dungeon generator. My dungeon generator, the way it works is every time a room is created, it'll do a quick check to see if it's overlapping with everything. And the character selection world actually has like a whole floor plane. And I'm not unloading it correctly, or I'm not really unloading it at all because I still wanted that character selection stand there. So that way you could switch between characters. But apparently, let me see here. If, I misspelt that, destroy. If the plane is still there, the dungeon won't generate. So now I have to go back and fix this real quick. So let me see here. How did I do this again? Oh, that's right. I went back and changed this to using the, this. Hold on. Okay, let's try something here. Let's look at this. So yeah, we're using this, so we don't need the level name. We just need a level to unload. Hold on. Actually, that doesn't make sense. It should be unloading all of them. And level. Okay, so apparently I'm just not unloading the levels at all. Which is weird, because I was unloading them correctly before. Let's try something real quick. Hopefully. Okay, let me come back to that real quick. So the weapon should actually be a real quick fix. So I noticed two things. One, the physics grab just needs to be rotated a full 180. There we go. So that should be the only issue with the grab part there. And I'm also noticing that the blade is actually not working correctly. So tags. Let's see if it contains team tag. Okay, so this is for the other actor, which means that should be applying damage. So, oh, you know what? I might actually know what's going on. I changed the AI to this like a little temporary thing I was playing with. It's a little temporary mesh. I'm actually going to see if I can get someone else to do the models for me. Because I am not that great when it comes to modeling. But it's not there. Hold on. I moved it here. But I think there's an issue where these are not working correctly. Let me see here. Yeah, this is set up to have no collision. So I want this to, let's say, overlap all dynamic. Generate hit. Okay, and that should fix this whole issue here. That shouldn't be an issue anymore. I may need to double check this. So I was playing some more of I forget what it's called. It's a VR game. I think it's called like Severed Blade or it's something Blade. And I found an issue when using a non-physics based melee combat system is actually if you move the blade too fast, it was actually possible to have your blade essentially go through your opponent's sword or them altogether, because it would kind of skip. My guess is it's kind of skipping over in between frames, and so I'm going to end up having to figure out a way to basically check in between each frame whether or not it passed through something. I think I have an idea for that. What I'll probably end up doing, I'm not going to worry about it right now because I don't think it'll be too much of an issue right now, is probably have like maybe like a couple of line traces or something that'll go like at the point, center, and like at the very beginning of the blade, and it'll just kind of do a line trace between the last positions and the current positions and see if it kind of crossed through everything. That's kind of my thought right now, so we'll kind of see how that ends up going. The other thing too, this is way too big. I don't know that I can fix that right now. I may need to go back into Blender and just kind of make it smaller, because it's a very big blade. Once you're actually in the level, it is just massive. I don't know that looks as massive here, but it is once you are in the game. So let's see here. Let's check this real quick. So I'm not understanding this. So we're not using the strings to unload levels anymore. So let's first, real quick, I'm going to take all this out because we are not... I just saw something. I'm gonna try something real quick. That graph. I might need to make a map instead of a vector. Is it vector or is it an array that calls it? It calls it an array. I feel like it's more along the lines of a vector, though, to be completely honest. Let's try giving this just a quick test real quick. Delay. Let's say delay for 5 seconds, and then we call level. And I'll go ahead and leave that there. Save. I don't think it should take too long to load it up. I was doing this the other day, and it seems to be working pretty well. It seems to work quite a bit better. I don't have my Quest connected, otherwise I'd load it up in VR, but... it'll still give a pretty good idea of how everything's working. Well, this is doing this. I want to have a quick look. I found something the other day. Hello, Space Engineer. I hope you're doing well. Unreal Engine Quest 2 lighting. So I found this the other day. Let me see if I can find the original article, because I found this very, very fascinating. Quest 2 lighting. Unreal Engine lighting Quest 2, maybe? Actually, let me try real quick. I wonder if this is a Brave issue. Because I know Brave kind of generates different search results. Oh, there it goes. No, that's still not unloading correctly. Oh, you know what? I might actually know what's causing this. Let me cancel this real quick. I think I might actually know. I found this out the other day. Hold on. Let me disconnect this. No. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I might actually know what's happening. Tired for a day on my feet. I will definitely review the stream tomorrow. All right, no problem. Well, you go get some rest, all right, Space Engineer? Hopefully you do a little bit better. So I discovered something when I was doing the spawning of levels. Which I think I ended up fixing here. Yeah, here. So I found something out. And I found this out with the generator actually. So the generator itself is actually a different level than this whole thing here. So I was running into this issue where I was able to spawn in this level once I loaded in from the character, but this wasn't loading in, the generator part. So I found something interesting about level streaming that I wasn't aware of initially. When you stream in a level, there's this thing you have to, you can't load in more than one level at a time. You have to let one level load in, then you're allowed to load in the second level. It's either that or you can't do like multiple loads at one time. What I originally found is that you couldn't load multiple levels at one time, but from my testing, it seems you have to actually wait for the first level to finish loading before you can load in a second. Now, it only takes a couple of frames to load in a specific, like any of the levels that I have right now, but it still needs to wait until that first level finishes loading all the way. So what I ended up doing was this thing here where after a level loaded, well, first I went through and I checked to see if there was still level loading. Okay, that was the first step, was check to see if any of the levels are still loading. If they were, I basically had this load level buffer that all it did was it stored the following levels that need to be loaded in. However, if it didn't need to go into the buffer, I would then create a level instance, and using that level instance, I would then create a bind for when that level finished loading. Because usually you want to do dispatcher before, but if you do it immediately after, in this case, it seems to work just fine. Then once that dispatcher runs, it runs this event right here. Then go ahead and try loading in the next level, and it'll basically keep doing that until the buffer's complete. I should never be loading any more than like 2 levels at any given time, but and that should really only happen at the very beginning. But as a precaution, I did that anyways because I might be using that in the rooms themselves. Sounds like an attempt to create a time portal. No joke. So I wonder if the same issue occurs with unloading, where you can't unload levels at the same time that you're trying to load in a level. The only thing that confuses me about that is I'm initially trying to unload a level before I even start trying to load a level. So I'm not really sure how this is working. I would think that if this was the case, it would unload the level but simply not load in probably the generator. So maybe what I have to do, I'm going to try something real quick. We're going to do something as a quick little experiment here. Let's go ahead here. I'm going to do a delay for, let's say, 2 seconds. And we're going to see how this works. If this works, then I think that's going to confirm my theory that it is in fact the case that I can't unload at the same time as I'm loading in. So it's basically like a two-way kind of street, which is going to be a huge nightmare. Okay, so while it's loading, this is what I had originally found. So Quest 2, I would highly suggest never doing lighting on the Quest 2. I have now tried static lighting and dynamic lighting with point lights specifically. If you're using a directional light, you're probably fine. But my levels, I want to use point lights. A problem with point lights is that they absolutely tank your performance on Quest 2. It doesn't matter if it's static, it doesn't matter if it's dynamic. It tanks the performance like crazy on the Quest 2. I can't get it to work correctly. I managed to get static to a decent looking thing, but then you need to bake in the levels, and I can't bake in the levels because I'm going to be generating the level. So if I'm going to be generating the level, I can't do that because I can't bake it in. That needs to happen before everything gets packaged. So I found this guy, or maybe it's a team. Yeah, Nathan Rowe, it's a single guy. He created this application called Sculpt VR. I'm not super familiar, but I am familiar with these types of applications. So it's basically like a sculpting application. He created his own unlit material that basically kind of tricks, that kind of looks as though everything is being lit as you would expect it to be. Now, I don't know if this is going to create quite the look that I want, especially given he seems to use directional lights instead of point lights like what I want to do. But he does kind of have like the same general idea, it seems. Oh, great, this is loading in. Let's see how this goes. So it's loaded in. Okay, it didn't unload. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm about to have to restart my computer. Okay, so that at least seems to disprove my theory. It doesn't seem to be... It doesn't seem to matter. You could bake your lighting in Blender onto the textures for each section of a dungeon. Well, the problem is I'm not always going to have lighting in the same exact spot. So one of the things that I want to do is once you start getting deeper and deeper into the Altiverse, I want to start having these sort of like sludges that will kind of spawn just random things inside of them, as though it's trying to make the world seem cohesive. It's just not able to. So one of the things that I would like to be able to do is have like sort of point, have it so maybe sometimes it'll spawn like a torch, maybe sometimes it'll spawn a chair, maybe sometimes it'll spawn like, it'll just kind of spawn like different things all the time. So that won't exactly work because I can't bake things in. And not only that, but even in the beginning levels, it's basically going to be the same level, it's going to be like the same room structure. The only thing is that I'm going to be creating like different interior layouts that are going to have lights in different positions, and it'll have, all the different, along with everything else that'll go into the interiors, tables, chairs, books, whatever else you may have. So baking, I might be able to find a way to do with those levels, if it's possible for me to basically store them and then choose when to load them. But I won't be able to do that with like the sludges or anything like that. It's just, it won't work with baked lighting because I never know when that's going to appear. A baked lighting tends to work best if it's absolutely definite where the light sources are going to be. And that's not going to be the case for me. I did find a way to basically get the point light positions imported into material, and then basically create a sort of light source that goes out. I think I can use that. I just need to figure out how to make it look right, because what I ended up with was a very bright position at where the light source was, but everything else around it was pretty dark. And the only limit to that is I can only load so many point lights at a time. It works great otherwise. I just need to... My thought is I can have it so the player... It'll basically load up to like 10 or 20 point lights that are nearest to the player. And and then it'll use those positions in the material, because I can only use so many. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is basically tricking it in an unlit material. This really does not want to work. I might need to go force restart my computer right now. I was able to do something similar with directional lights, but I want to use, and I'll probably use directional lights in 1 or 2 of the worlds, but I want to use point lights in a couple of the other ones. I think there might be one world where I don't end up using any sort of like lighting structure, but I still need to have like a sort of light source, because I want for the player, like each of the players are going to have materials for their worlds as well, and so I want to make sure that I still have like point lights that those materials can refer to. I think I'm gonna have to force restart this right now. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to smack that. Unless there is a way to like bake in lighting during runtime, I'd be open to that. But as far as I'm aware, there's not really a way to bake in the lighting like that. The other option that I can think of is maybe I could use like a decal. I don't know what... I've used decals before on the Quest 2. I don't know if there's a limit to how many decals I can run at any one time, though, if that's going to have any significant effect on performance or anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen them used very extensively on the Quest 2. Last time I used it, I only had, I think, like 1 or 2 in the entire world. Hello, Mazim. I am seeing that right. Yeah, Mazim VR. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Hold on. I switched to using DisplayPort on this, and apparently I have to switch to DisplayPort in order to actually get the feed to my monitor. There we go. Now it's working. Oh man, is it? Oh, it's not mirroring again. Hold on. Display settings. I need to find a better way to streamline all this. All right. That's all right. It works for now. It's a bit of a messy stream. And welcome to the stream, Mazim. Glad to see you join in. It's always nice to see new faces in the stream. I found out recently about Kick. I don't know how long that's been around for, but I found out about Kick recently, and I've been doing a little research into that. I might start seeing if I can do dual streams. I stopped doing it for Twitch. Twitch is a little bit annoying to stream to be honest. I noticed I did not seem to get anywhere near as many people in the chat on Twitch as I do here on YouTube. There we go. Oh, it's not loading. There we go. Hello, Mazim. Again. Oh, god dang it. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. I accidentally closed the music. Where is it? My mind just completely blanked for a second. I swear my mouse pointer was not over the X on my browser. Kick is just a safe haven for gamblers mostly. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I found out about that. I found out about that recently. I was watching an LTT video, and I noticed he had mentioned Kick, and I hadn't heard of that before then. So I ended up looking into it a little bit. Oh, this is an ad. That threw me off for a second. All right, there we go. Oh, is it doing it again? It is. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Oh well, that's fine. All right. Okay. Let's go and open those. Yeah, I know Twitch has kind of been screwing around with a lot of things. Game looks fun to play on my computer. Well, I hope you get to enjoy it pretty soon. I'm starting to work on creating the other 3 characters, and I need to finish up all the other levels. Now that I'm starting to get all the generator and stuff into place, I feel like the world building should go a lot quicker. I just need to actually get like all the models and stuff in place. Let's see. This is all good. I don't think I need that open or that. This is where we were screwing around with though. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do. Because I think I may actually know what was causing some of this. I was before using the load stream level. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I need to get into here. I think the level instances cause way too many issues, if I'm honest. Load stream level. By name. Yeah, because this just seems to be what's causing a lot of my issues, to be honest. It's just the stream level stuff. Or the level instance stuff. So we're going to do that. Okay, and actually I can kind of change this around a little bit. If I go open level stream. Let's see, this would get added in. And since this has a completed node once it's done loading in anyways, I should be able to just call the loaded level function. I think what I might have to do is make it so the start level will basically kind of snap to wherever it needs to go. It shouldn't matter for the very first level, but all the ones after that, I think that's what I'll have to do. Okay, so let's see. We load stream level. We add that in. And then here. Let's see. For each. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That'll go in there. That'll go in there. Okay. I think that should work a little better. Because I know for a fact I did it this way before. I may have forgotten to test. Close. There we go. Because I know for a fact I tested it with this. I wonder if I forgot to test it with the load level instance. Remove item, or actually I could just do remove index. Remove index 0. Just like so. Looks fun to play. I love 3D games. I have lots of them. It's so fun to play. And I'm watching the stream. I'm confused. Is this called Blueprint? It is called Blueprint, yes. Yeah, I do a little bit of a cross between Blueprint and C++. I mostly do Blueprint on stream, though. Tends to be a little bit easier for anybody who wants to follow along or anything like that. Actually, I hope that's not what was causing this issue this whole time. Loaded level. So yeah, that should all be fine. This should all be fine. We're loading the level. Okay, I think that might end up working a bit better. And then the unload, we just come down here. I'm gonna remove that delay and we're just gonna feed this down here. Okay, I think that'll end up working a little bit better. Should I try launching it? Screw it, we're gonna give it a shot. I need to make sure that this works correctly. Alright. Assuming this works correctly, we'll go ahead and move on to the material, and we'll see about tinkering around with the point lights a bit. I also have to remember to remove the delay for the loaded levels. That way it's just not automatically loading. My idea for this is eventually going to become like a little sort of stand that you can kind of place objects onto. And when you place them on, it'll kind of warp the whole reality. That's going to be my eventual goal for these. I almost wonder if maybe I should just kind of have it so, excuse me, you kind of start in one of the levels. Nah, it'll be fine. I may want to, no, I don't want to make this part of the persistent level because this actually does need to be removed at some point. I probably do want to move it away from the wall, though, so players don't kind of abuse that to get on the outside. I think I'm probably going to end up moving it so it's a little bit more centrally located, or maybe I can move it up here. I have noticed I have a weird issue getting up these stairs. Like, it's not even these stairs, it's just this set of stairs here. I have no idea why. Oh, there it goes. All right, let's see. It worked. That's the whole damn issue. I hate the level instances. I don't know why they don't seem to work well. I can't get them to work right. It's the damn level instances. I don't get it. I should not have this kind of issue with the level instances. Okay. All right. Okay. So that works. Okay, let's work on this material now. Let's go ahead. I want to grab this one. So I started working on this a while ago. I don't remember if I started working on this on stream or not, but I did start working on this a while ago. So we got these point lights, right? So let's see here. See, I took all of these out, so this can... Actually, I'm going to just remove it from these ones. Okay, so we do a saturate, add. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this between, like, 0.1 and 1. So that way there's always some visibility at least. Okay, so yeah, there's always some visibility at least. Let me go ahead. This needs to be put in here so I can actually see how all this is looking. Okay. So it does seem to be a bit darker. I'm trying to see if I can figure out. There seems to be something going on with the floor here. Let me see the character real quick. I think I disabled the lighting system I had in place. I just had it as part of the event tick. Scan current room. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I do have it. It's just not plugged in. Okay. So let's see. There's that. So get actor location. I might increase this. I know this 1,000 was way too small, so we're gonna do like 3,000. And I believe, I might be wrong, I might need to do a check on this later, but I believe it'll kind of do like a sort of outward sort of, it'll kind of give me all the actors in sort of an outward direction. So I think it's kind of based off distance anyways. So that should hopefully work all right. I might need to go a little bit darker. Let's try 0.01. Is this inverting? Let me see here. Let me grab the here's the parameter. I think this might be inverting or something. 0. Yeah, these are all complete 0. So let me just grab one of these real quick. Because 0, 0 should be somewhere right around here. I think it's inverting or something. Or here, let's do this. Let me grab this real quick. Copy. Can I paste it in like this? Okay, apparently can. What is this? What did I do? I don't know what I did there, but okay. Let's see here. 210 minus 188 and 215. 210 minus 188. I just realized I put that in the alpha, huh? The alpha's not even being used. That can just go right back to 0. Or, I guess 1. Doesn't matter. Let me just do this real quick. You'll be back? All right, no problem. Okay. Okay, this could be the issue. Okay, let me try something a little different here. Let me see if I just feed. Let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna try something here. Let's start with 1. Just 1. Let's see, what was this distance between the mask and the absolute world position? Mask, absolute world position. Let's just feed in 1 real quick and see how this looks. Okay. Okay, so this is generally what it ends up looking like. A little something like this. Not too much. Just kind of working on this sort of lighting here. Okay, so that's how that ends up looking. So I think, let's see here. What if I did this real quick? What if I just did like a 1 minus x here? Okay, so it's darkest there. And then, hold on. Point lights. So if I did a saturate here. I wonder if maybe what I have to do is saturate after all these ads. Yeah, so this is kind of what the fake lighting sort of looks like here. But see, it seems to kind of affect a little bit of everything. And so I think what I might need to do... I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, did I just close it? God damn it. Oh, I didn't mean to close it. Let's go and restart it. Hello, Adam. Hope you're doing well. It's not out yet, Mazim. That's why you haven't played it yet. I'm still working on it. Just gotta wait for it to reload now. Best live if I never saw this. This would be bad. You have lots of them? Nice. Well, what's your favorite game, Mazim? Okay, here we go. All right. It's doing it again. Hold on. Let's do that. All right. So, okay, I think we're getting pretty close here. So, that was the wrong thing. I think I'm going to need to do something a little bit like this. That was the wrong thing, I think. What is my name? Alex. That is my name. Alright. I forgot I pushed into here. I need this one. Okay. So I think what I'm going to have to do is basically somewhat like what I have right now, where it's kind of got a limit to how far out the light can go. I think I'll have to do something like that, but I'll need to make it a pretty wide range, I think. So, let's go and delete that. I'm going to do this. Go and put this one to this ad here. Oh, hello. Let's go and push that one to there. Okay, And we're just going to copy this and just bring it down. I'm going to put together a parameter or something here in a second. RGB. Actually, maybe I should do that real quick. Hold on. Scalar parameter. Range. For now, we'll set it to just good 400. Okay. So that way we can change this around, adjust it. Might get this on my computer too and tell me the name of the 3D apps. Right now I'm just using Blender. Yeah, I'm probably going I'm probably going to end up having some of these redone as well. So I've been talking with someone to see if I could get that taken care of. See distance, XYZ, RGB. Okay, that goes in there. See, that one goes in there. And we do this 10 more times. Because it is just that much fun. I like the way these materials turn out, but it's just such a tedious, repetitive process. Especially once you start dealing with these like point lights and stuff. You know what? I think I may have a solution for the character as well. I think I have something else I'm going to try doing. XYZ here, mask RGB, multiply. Okay, there's that. And then we will just go and take this one. There we go. Okay. Because some people like 3D modeling like me. Thank you. Thank you, Mizzy. Appreciate it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I need to figure out a couple things here. So it looks like... Did I click on the wrong thing? I think I clicked on the wrong thing. I did. Close that. Close that. That. Okay. I am also noticing, too, it seems to be a little bit dark. I think I need to see if I can brighten that up a little bit. So let's do this as well. And I'm actually going to grab real quick the Map Medieval because I want to make sure. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to change this real quick. I'm going to make sure I have an input. Okay. So this one is going to be a scalar. Range. Okay. Okay, I don't really know why it's like this, but I'll try that, I guess. Okay, so there's that. And now all this just goes into all the other. Do post-process maps work, or rather post-process volumes? Well, I mean, you need a post-process map to work in a post-process volume. Technically, yes. However, I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend using a post-process mat. It will absolutely tank all performance and all hope of having a playable game if you decide to use post-process. It does not work well on Quest whatsoever. I think the best case scenario is your FPS is going to end up being in like the 50s range. I don't think I've ever seen a game work well with the post-process mat. So, yeah, yes, you can. Never recommend it. Oh, can I not use the same one for all of them? Okay, we'll do this then. Yes. Yes. Why is there police sirens playing with this song? There's that. Trying to make sure I get them all. Oh, this one didn't even have it connected. Oh, shoot. Oh, I guess that'll fix that issue. Save. Okay, and then I think this multiply, I think I can use this to change the brightness of it as well. All right, let's go ahead, clear all this out. That's not necessary. And then let me try real quick. I love how it just kind of goes, it's like black, white. I'm curious as to why they use this as like the default when it's rendering out. Oh, do I need to have a scalar input? Oh, this is why. Okay. I must accidentally deleted this. Normal space. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to play around with this one real quick. Because I think if I play around with this a bit, let's try a -4 real quick. Start with that. I'm assuming it's going to make it either bright. Okay, I think it made it a bit brighter, actually. One. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might be doing this backwards. Multiply by 3. And plug that in there. We'll see if that works. I think that's working. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, that's definitely working. Okay, so I can use that to adjust the brightness. All right, that should work. So if I just add a multiplier node or a multiply node here, I can add another input range over here. Drop that in there. We'll call this one brightness. Oh, that is way too bright. We'll set a default value of like 10. I'm pretty sure it's just using that X value, to be honest. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go and drop this one down here. Actually, I'll probably... Oh, no. I do need to add some color to this. I think I'll wait for that for a second. Excuse me. I watched some of your reviews because I love it. Thank you, Mazim. RAM question, but do you think about the new VR hardware coming out? Oh, what do you think? I thought you said, but do you think? I think it's looking pretty interesting. I'll be honest, I don't know about a ton of the different hardware coming out. Like, I've heard rumors about the Deckard. I know that there's the Quest 3 obviously coming out. I know that Vive's been playing around with some of the hardware. I think the only headset that I'm pretty... I would say I'm not super ecstatic about is like the Apple headset. Not that it's a bad headset or anything. I think it's actually a really great headset. I just don't think it'll be great for VR, like game development or anything. I might need to go back and double check what the Quest 3 specs look like. But yeah, I mean, I think the hardware, it's looking pretty good, like overall. I don't know that I really have much negative to say about it. I'll put it that way. Oh, it's made a very bright spot. I'm actually going to do this real quick. I'm going to clamp this and put it right there. I'm going to see if this happens to make it look just a little bit brighter because I don't want like super dark spots. Yeah, I guess in general, I don't think the VR hardware coming out is at all bad. I don't know that any of them have me super excited, but they are definitely looking better. It's, you know, it's not bad or anything. I haven't heard very much like good or bad about the Quest 3 either, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. We'll do that. Oh, makes it fade very nice too along the edges here. Let's do this actually. I'm gonna do this real quick. Let's look up Quest 3. Why is my caps lock on? It's actually been a good minute since I've had a look at the specs. The Quest 3, I think, is actually supposed to be coming out here in like a few weeks or something like that, isn't it? Coming this fall and lower prices for the Quest 2. I do still need to get a Quest 3 as well. I definitely want to order one. Which returns this year on September 27th. It's the supercharged all-in-one headset you've been waiting for. That's the other thing I hate. I hate that they're trying to make the Quest 3 an augmented reality headset. I don't think it should be that. All the different headsets seem to be trying to do that. I don't like... Choose one or the other, in my opinion. Let me see. I think they might actually have it here in the shop. Sorry, my eye is very twitchy. This is what I was looking for. Did they ever put out the specs or anything like that? I think they did, right? 30% leap in resolution, twice the GPU processing power compared to the Quest 2, thanks to the next-gen Snapdragon chip. Quest 3. What is my favorite game? I'd probably have to say I'm really fond of like Onward, Boneworks, and Pavlov. I'd say those ones are probably a couple of my favorites. I'm also a huge fan of the Borderlands and Zelda franchises. Got the app. The apps you have, I have it now. I have the new Oculus in 2023. Playing your apps with split screen. Thank you. Let's see. Meta Quest 3, Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, 2068, 120 hertz. The 120 hertz does have me. I'm definitely interested in that. I feel like 90 hertz is pretty good, but I still know people who get like a lot of motion sickness with the 90 hertz refresh rates. So I think it's better that we're starting to get those 120 hertz regularly. I don't like hand tracking, I'll be honest. I only use it for like if I need to real quick do something in the menu for my Quest. Obviously would have PC compatibility. I don't understand the point of voice commands, to be honest. That's another thing I really don't get. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be coming out with the Quest Pro controllers, which I've heard are pretty good. I don't have the Quest Pro controllers. I would like to see if I could get some, because I think you can use them with the Quest 2. I might need to do a little bit more research into that. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit thinner, too. I mean, that's nice. Like I said, I don't think I have, like, anything really negative to say about the Quest 2 or anything like that. Like, the Quest 3 or any other headsets that are coming out right now. The only thing I think I kind of dislike about a lot of those new headsets coming out is a lot of them seem to be focused on augmented reality along with virtual reality, and I feel like that's a bad way to go for a lot of those headsets. I feel like you should be focused on one or the other, because to be honest, that just kind of annoys me. I don't think it should be aiming for both. I definitely don't. I'm going to turn up that brightness a bit. I think I'm going to have to make like torches or something that the player can move around. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so this will work a lot better. I've already tried something like this. It works pretty good. So I think this will work pretty nicely. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is having like a torch or something the player can move around. And then probably end up reducing the brightness a bit more. But other than that, I think this should work pretty nicely. Cool. Yeah, still not a lot of shadows or anything like that, which isn't bad. I think those all work pretty nicely. I think this is a good starting point for all this. Should have lights all over the place and everything. Yeah. I'm liking that. I think that'd be... I think that's pretty good. Alright. Cool. Let's go ahead. I want to start working on some of these other levels now. So, I'm going to go and hide this one real quick. I'll also go and hide that one. Cool. Alright, let's start working on some of these other levels. So... altogether, there's going to be 4 starting levels. There's going to be... I'm basically nicknaming them. They're going to have actual names later on, but I'm nicknaming them for now. So we have the medieval level, which is the one that I've been working on. We're also going to have the future level, the apocalypse level, and then we will also have the office level. I almost forgot about that one. Now, I've already done, I think, most of the models myself. At least some of the basics for getting down just the interior and all that. So let's go ahead and get some of these done real quick. I just need to export them to FBXs, I think. So, models blend. All right. So, if we go into level designs, let me see. Hotel... yeah. Okay, so let's see. We got the hotel, we got the office, and we got the space station designs. Perfect. We'll start with the space station. This one was actually one I was kind of interested in doing. So let's do this. I'm going to do the space station, and then we'll do... actually, I'll go and export them all real quick. Just to export them all. I'll import them all. So let's see. We got the space station. Models, level designs. There's our space station. Okay. Then let's go ahead and get... I'll do the office one next. I hope I don't have to have all the models visible. That'll kind of mess with that a little bit. Let's do level designs. Okay, there is that. The office. Close that. And then just the hotel left. I might end up changing the apocalypse level. It's an apocalyptic area, so I'm a little undecided about where it should start. I also had other ideas for like a chapel of sorts. Or maybe doing like just an abandoned house in the middle of the woods. But I think for now I'm going to stick with an abandoned hotel because I think it makes a little bit more sense for the character's story. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's see, we got our tavern. Let's go and make our office. Import assets. Oh, I did also add in some footstep sounds. I'm not leaving a live stream that has 3D modeling. How can you see the live stream? Like, how can you see us typing? I've been here for a long time. I don't want to leave. I just have a chat window open on my laptop. That's just all I do. Level designs. What was this, the office? Yes, this was the office. Let's go and open this one. I do not want it to do any of the materials or the textures because I have that pre-made. Perfect. I'll drop in the materials in a second. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's do another one. Let's do space station. Import all those, close. And then we will also do another one for hotel. Import hotel. All. Okay. Cool. Oh, I never made a door for this one. Oh well. Actually, it might not make sense to really have. Well, no, I do need a door at some point. I'll worry about that in a little bit. Let's edit the office one real quick. Go and give it its materials. I am 24 years old. All right, let's go and close this down, perfect. Actually, let me just make this a little easier. I'm gonna do this. Stay out of my way, Visual Studios. Window, content browser. I'm gonna open up another window here for the material. We'll do, close that, materials, color, perfect. So this one, this is the office. So this is the modern. Okay, there's that. I think the modern one is the only one where I'm going to have a no, I'm still going to need directional lights for all of them, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there's all that. So there's our office. Did I not texture one of those? I just looked at that. Damn it, I never set up the doors UVs. Oh, I thought I did. I thought I set up all the UVs for... Okay. It'll be fine. I'm going to leave it for now. I'll have to go back and set up the UVs and then re-import that. Okay. Let's do then... Space station. I guess I missed a few things with these, but that's fine. Okay, let's go and edit all these ones. I know. Can I just... There we go. We'll just do this. All right, this one's going to have the future one. It's going to have a slight metallic look to everything. Why does that look so pixelated? Is that just me? That might just be me. It was just the one level, which is weird. There's that. Okay, and there's that. Cool. All right. There is the space station. A lot of silvers. A lot of silvers and light grays and things like that. Then we also need the hotel. Let's see. Edit all these. So fun. You can find millions of worlds in Roblox Studio. Roblox Studio lets you make games. I'm familiar with Roblox. I don't play Roblox a whole lot, though. Okay, here's our Apocalypse one. Did I take off the grimy texture on there? Might need to re-put that on. Okay, so this one's supposed to be all dark and dingy. I think I might have accidentally messed with that one. Let's go and see this real quick. Weird. Texture sample, UVs. Maybe, hold on. World aligned UV. World aligned texture. Let's do this, because I think this might have screwed up or something. I think it might be because of the UVs I'm using. Oh, actually. Yeah, no, that's definitely because of that. So let's see. Texture object. I'm going to put that right there. And then the XYZ texture can just go right down to that. That should fix that. See if that ends up making it look pretty good. Oh yeah, it's better. Yeah, I'll actually make it blend in pretty well. I think. Actually, I did this texture myself. I think it actually came out doing a little bit better than I thought it would. Actually, I might have just ended up modifying one, but it loops a lot better than I thought it would. I was expecting for it to not to not loop so well. All right, let's go and do this now. Let me actually put together some folders. Medieval. I'm gonna move that one in there. We'll go and move that one in there. Okay, just to try and keep things a little organized. Let's see, test stuff. Actually, I'll call this defaults. There we go. All right. Cool. Now let's go and create another folder. I'm gonna call this one Future. Apocalypse. And Modern. Cool. Let's go make sure everything's saved. Awesome. So now this needs to go together in some levels. Play Roblox too. Select my YouTube name. Play Roblox, another live stream. And I will see you because I liked and subscribed. All right, Mazim. I'll see you later as well. I can't promise any Roblox streams, all right, though. I don't do a ton of gaming on this channel, but maybe I'll do one in the future. I did actually hear recently, which I thought was interesting, that the Quest 2 actually does... there was a Quest 2 Roblox port, which I thought was hilarious. All right, let's go and create a new one. Okay, we'll do an empty level. Let's go ahead and do levels. Starting. Wait, did I move it in here? I did. Okay. Okay. Oh, it did not save my folders. That's great to know. All right, modern. That. Okay, let me go and make all these real quick. So we'll also create another level. This one's also going to be empty. Future. Okay, and then we are also going to add in one more. I'm forgetting Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Cool. Awesome. Cool. So now we got our levels in place. So, what time is it, by the way? 2:24. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's start. Which one do I want to start with? Let's start with. I'm gonna start with the office one. So I'll go and disable that one. Oh, is this a part of the persistent level? I need that to be a part of the character selection level. Doesn't need to be visible. Selected actors level. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So we'll start with the modern. I'm gonna disable that. Let's make sure we're in our modern one. Cool. So the modern one is going to use the office assets. So let's see here. If I just take the floor, I'm gonna make sure this is at complete 0 real quick. Okay. And I'm actually going to go and make, okay. Actually, this is just a solid color. I'm just gonna scale this up a little bit. Okay. Maybe do like a solid 10 scale. I'm actually gonna move that right on over there. Cool. That was the wrong one. There we go. All right. Let me real quick, before I go too much further, I need to double check this. $100, 100, do 100. Okay, I think that'll make it look a little bit better. Ooh. Okay. It might need to be pushed out a little bit more. Let's do this then. Hold on. Let's try 1,000. 1,000. Because I need to also make sure that this is like well outside the range of the generators as well. Okay, that's a little better. Cool. Meshes. Okay, so here's our wall. So wall is just supposed to be very, very bland. So this is also going to be something we can just kind of scale out. The office, the whole modern environment is supposed to be very bland overall. So. Okay, so we'll go and do that. See, I actually had, hold on. I had a design layout. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. Actually, let's do this real quick. Yeah, cool. That's a good time. So we're going to take this. Did I make 2 here? I did. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to rotate this 90. Cool. So we get a little something like that. That over. Cool. All right. So my idea for the office layout is a little something like this. So we'll have, I'll make another one right here real quick. Basically, I have a wall right about here. It's going to stay right about there. Actually, I've moved this forward just a bit. I'll have another one right on over here. Actually, we'll say right there. Okay. I might need to play around with this a bit more. I'm just trying to get a general layout. Then we're going to have a door right on over here. Okay, so my idea was to have one right here. If we just have like 1 unit of width here, we just position that so it's a little bit forward. I don't have all the interior assets, so we're just going to be laying out the basic groundwork here for this one. It needs to be widened up just a bit. Okay, so we get a little something like that. Okay. And then right on over here, we're going to have 2 doors right next to each other here. So one leading into this room. And then the idea here is that one of these would basically be more like a meeting room and one of these would be like a manager's area. I think what I want to do is actually scale this down to about 2 here. So I might need to push out this right wall here a little bit. There's that. Okay, and then over here we would have another door, and this one would lead out into the world here. So this one is supposed to go all the way out like that. Scale that down just a bit. So how it's a little something like that. Okay. No, it's more of like an office space here. what this is. This is meant to be just like a little office space. It's meant to be a very bland office space. This needs to be widened up just a bit. So the idea here, I need to create all the interior assets, but the idea is going to be that we basically have, over here is going to be a bathroom. This is where you're going to customize your player. Over here is going to be an office space. This is where you're going to do all the multiplayer stuff. This is going to be the boss's office or the manager's office, and this is where you're going to basically have your shop. And then this is going to be like the general hub area, where you'll basically have just a couple desks and stuff, and I'll probably have a few things where you can kind of play around with your weapons and things like that in this main area. At least that's the current thought. I might end up moving the shop out here into this general area instead, and maybe even changing this little bathroom area. I just kind of like the idea. This is meant to be for like the gag character, so I like the idea of making it like a little bit goofy in here. So yeah. All right, now let's see, we need the ceiling. And actually, I'm gonna put a door in the way over here real quick. Stay on my way, Visual Studios. There we go. And there's that door there. Cool. So now let's go and get the ceiling in place. Now, I hope this isn't gonna like immensely damage performance or anything, but I want to see if I can just kind of reposition these all around. Let's just do unlit real quick. Never mind, that does not help. Wireframe maybe? There we go. Can't really tell where they all meet or anything. So I'm going to bring in this wall just a bit here. So that way it meets up. Cool. And then now, if we just grab all of these ceiling tiles. Perfect. There we go. And there's our office space. Fantastic. Let me also make sure, too, the character selection isn't going to interfere or anything. Yeah, it's in a pretty good spot. All right. And a barn and a basketball and other stuff. Very nice. Other stuff. I missed some stuff. Did you build the living room? I did not. This whole thing is an office space. It's not a house. It's just an office. So this is what it's gonna look like for now. I'm gonna leave it like this for. Oh wait, actually, something else too. Some windows. Okay, so I wanted to have a wall with windows here. I actually have an idea later on. I want to see if I can kind of make like a sort of trick window here. It's going to be something I want to try later on. Okay. We'll just go like that. So later on, I want to see if I can put together like a trick window. And if I can figure that out, what I'd like to do is have just a bunch of different windows that have like different looking environments outside too. So that way they all look just a little bit different. Which I think would just be a lot of fun too. Make it look very, very otherworldly. Let me see if I can position this out just a little bit more so it's a little bit more up against this. There, that's a little better. Actually, I'll bring it in one. I'll leave it like that. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Give me 1 second here. All right. There we go. Had to use the restroom real quick. All right. Now, let's go ahead. I think I'm going to call this for now for the office. I'll go and leave it like this because I need to make a bunch of interior stuff. Like I need to make some desks, some office chairs and things like that. I also need to make like some stuff for the bathroom. Actually, before we do that, I want to have a quick test. I want to see if I can put together just like a very simple, just a very simple like window or mirror. So let's do this. Material, window. Because the office environment, I think especially, is going to have a lot of these. And I want to see if I can have quite a few in the apocalypse one as well. Because the apocalypse is supposed to be pretty broken anyways. You know, it's kind of already a shattered world, so I think it kind of makes sense that it seems more broken than the others. Engine fake window, maybe? Let's see, interior cube mapping for fake exteriors in UE4. So hold on. I think I saw this before. If I do a cube map, I know there's the interior cube map. This might work. Okay, that would be able to go into missive. So hold on. Let's go make sure that this is unlit real quick. Material domain. So if I did something like this, lit, not that, shapes. Because I need to check to see if this actually works on the quest, or on the quest. Because I know sometimes these kinds of things don't work very well in VR. There we go. So that way it kind of fits in the window a little bit more. I think it needs to be adjusted just ever so slightly in the Z. Oh, I'm adjusting the wrong one. So what would that be? X? Maybe like 1.4? That's a little better. Let me see. Do I have any cube maps? Let's see. We got this texture cube. Could try this. Does that work or does it need to go the other way? Maybe this goes into the UV and then this goes into the emissive? Is that how that works? Okay, yep, that's how it works. Oh wow, that looks really cool actually. It is kind of turned on its side though, hold on. I had these backwards a bit, hold on. 1.4. There we go. So it ends up looking a little something like that. Let me see here. Random per instance random maybe? Random. Is there a way for me to get like a random scalar? Doesn't look like it, huh? It's not the best cube map. I can definitely see there's like the bit of the box there. But honestly, I don't think if I was looking at it, I don't think I would notice it very much. Okay. Let's do this real quick. I want to open up the character selection here. Oh, God. I want to make sure I can load into any of the levels real quick. Variable. Yes. Save, compile, save. Okay, so now it should be this that is used to load the levels. So, don't forget to make that public. I sure did. Compile, save. So let's see, we'll make this one the medieval one. Oh, I thought I copied it. Okay, then we'll also make one for modern. Okay, and then let me see. So we got medieval, modern. Let me make sure I spelled that right too. I did. Details, modern, cool. So then we also need apocalypse and character selection. Apocalypse. Character. Not character. Future. Okay. I'm actually going to do this too. Try this. Because I think I might actually have an idea for this. The stand is actually going to be pretty circular. Come here. So I wonder if I can kind of trick the player into thinking there's always spawning in the correct location. So this should allow for me to just kind of change between the levels pretty easily. Cool. So I think that'll work. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead. What time is it real quick? 2:50. All right. I don't know that I'll be able to finish off the Apocalypse one, but let's at least do the Future one real quick. And then I'll have to go and test this here in a little bit. So let's do meshes. This is the Space Station one. So Space Station, I think I'm going to keep pretty simple for now because I don't have a full idea for this. So my idea, come on. So we can position this at 0. And then this is just going to have a bunch of like tiles all over it as well. me see actually. How spaced out are these? 0, 200. Can I space them out 200? I cannot. Okay. Oh well. So I'm going to keep this one pretty simple as well, just because I don't yet have like a full design layout for this. So I'm just going to... I'm not going to worry about doing too much for the interior. Okay, there's our wall. Oh, I don't know how I did that, but cool. Make sure everything is saved real quick. That really did not want to go away. So the future one I think is going to be the only one that doesn't really have any form of lighting. At least that the base material uses, because the characters are still going to be using this material, their own materials from their worlds. I will still need to add in some lighting stuff. It's just not going to affect anything in the world, I don't think. Six, 7, 8. There we go. There's that one. And then I just need one for the ceiling. This one actually looks a little bit shorter than the others. I wonder if I accidentally screw up the height. I might have. Yeah, this is definitely a lot shorter than the others. Let me do this. I'm just going to do this for now. Just going to scale it up a bit. Yeah, that definitely looks weird. Screw it. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm pretty sure I screwed up the height for this one. I might have forgotten to check the height on this. And we'll just stick with this for now. I at the very least want to check out the materials in VR and make sure that they're all working too. Make sure there's not any issues or anything. Yeah, that looks so weird. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave all this for now. See, this looks very pixelated to me. I wonder if I need to... I think that might be the metal material I'm using. I'll have to see how that looks. All right. There's our future one. I'm going to do the apocalypse one just real quick. And then I'm probably going to go and shut down the stream after that. So let's go ahead. Let's grab our hotel. And then I won't really bother putting anything for the... I won't bother putting any doors right now. I'm just going to leave it be until I can get that corrected. But this will at least give me a base to work with for this one. Oh. let's grab our hotel wall. And actually, this one is basically the same across, so I can just scale this one up too. And I'm actually looking at this. I think I might forgot to scale this one too for the player's height. Yeah, I did. Damn it. Made all these little screw ups all over the place. Now this is what I get. Just do 2 there. Yeah, this one is going to need quite a bit more detail, I think. I'll need to put together like some walls and things like that for this one. Cool. Well, that'll at least be a start. I can at least start checking out all the different worlds and everything, seeing how they all go. Actually, something I did almost forget too. I need to make sure that I do. I'm going to take this out real quick. Cool. Oh, this is from the demo level. I accidentally made the demo level visible. I completely forgot about that one. Cool. So this is just generally what it looks like for the time being. These are all the start rooms right here in the center. I actually remove this one out. I do need to add some lighting into a few of these, so we'll have to see about all this. I think it's actually fascinating. You can kind of see how they all kind of cross paths with this one center one. Yeah, this one needs to be moved around a bit. Just let me do that real quick. Oh. There we go. It's in a bit more of a central location now. Cool. Awesome. It's looking better and better. So I'll need to go and give all these a test run, make sure everything is working all right. I'm also going to start taking some screenshots so that way I can go and start getting the Steam page up so that way playtesting can begin properly. So hopefully all that starts going very well. Now, unfortunately, I do have to end off the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and end it off right now. But I appreciate you guys for joining me. You had to eat? Well, sorry, Mazim, I'm actually getting off right now. I have a couple other things I have to go take care of right now, so I'm actually ending off the stream right now. But I hope you enjoyed your meal. I also appreciate you for joining into the live stream and anybody else we got in the live stream as well. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for joining me. Bye, Palmer. Hope you have a good one, all right? Bye, Mazim. Hope you have a good one as well. All right.